where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. It's the Duke Blue Devils and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Blue Devils ready to kick it away first. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And onto the field comes Aiden Laffery. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Shepard. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They were all over it.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Firing to the right, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Turns it upfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, his quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Moves the pocket. It's Hauser. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Play action on first down. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Richardson. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Duke. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Selling the fake. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Perry. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Toss sweep to the right. Maybe some room here. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown Illini!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nicholas. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Almost picked off.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback, really. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that
breaks a tackle, and he might have room.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Under pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big third down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion and keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on fourth down.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Perry. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Defense all over it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Shepard. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might as well run him again. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and long here. Out wide left, it's Richardson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got it in the middle. It's Clement.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Throws quickly. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Dixon. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take a shot. And good coverage. Better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. One more snap coming before halftime.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 13 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Sooners, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Media has some sharp Now over to your game in Champaign. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on first down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Breaks into the open, and he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Tells the run, wants to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Shepard. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so trying to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Holds on, it's Clement. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Out wide left, it's Richardson. Down he goes.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Extending the play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. The play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the RPO got it.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, it's Shepard. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Left side is Perry. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Illinois right back to the line.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, buying some real estate.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
To throw, it's Hauser. Looking long. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He fires to the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Got an alley. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The give as they work on that clock. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Blue Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Blue Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying the run, it's Shepard. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right now.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He runs out of bounds. Football is secured, and so is the game as the defense comes up large in the clutch. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Jelly, they're all over him. Out wide right, it's Miller. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? You know, how do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Steve Angeli fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Clement.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw one first. Makes the grab. It's Clement. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Again, it's Angeli. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Look out! And he avoids the sack.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Punt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quick give, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Throwing and jelly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. From the red zone, it's Valentine. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
They'll run the counter. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not a chance. Missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They believe they can run right here. Breaks into the open. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Angeli. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Miller. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Steve Angeli. Out wide left, it's Weaver.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. Could be an alley. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Nowhere to go.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella?
He wants to take the top off. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing and jelly. Caught over the middle. It's Myers. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And Jelly fires to the end zone. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
Push forward on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. I think guys, like, they've struggled to get points on the board and to move the ball consistently. And so I love the shot right here before the half, but they got to find something to...
He's going to take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The give. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Going with the counter play here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's another play by this defense, and there's not much good, guys, I can say about this offense. I mean, they got the goose egg on the board in 3rd and long again. Something needs to go right for this club. They need to get some kind of shot in the arm, some kind of play, because right now it's been really bad.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal today. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Hand off again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Miller with the ball. There he goes. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Snowed under by the defense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That delay of game penalty makes 2nd down a little trickier. They need 9. The give is to Miller. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.